I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
That's Booby.
And Jumpy and Ghosty.
And Chip. Where's Chip? Where's the big homie? Did you find him?
I think he fell down there. I'm still cleaning. The studio got like to be a ginormous wreck, and so I'm in the process of going around. I was like, there's so much stuff on the floor going over here that I was like tripping every single time. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself?
You're such an exaggerated ginormous.
Well, it's all perspective. On Facebook, I saw this mom's post, and she was like, when I see my house like this, I don't think about how, like, you know, they always say, like, there's going to be days your kids are going to be gone, you're going to miss the mess, and, like, beautiful messes. She's like, I don't think any of that stuff. Did you see that post?
No.
She's like, all I see is a giant mess, and it really stresses me out.
Is this somebody that we know?
Yeah. It was somebody who had gone through the program, like the drug addiction program, and made it out, and then they have kids and a family, and everything's really going well with them. But she's like, but I was like looking at
K?
No.
J?
No, the one that everybody's crazy about. How hot she was.
Huh?
Remember? Something like that. Her name is...
Do you know her from me?
Yeah, remember she would come down, she cut hair, and all the guys were like, oh my gosh, because they thought she was so hot.
I have no idea who you're talking about. She would cut hair.
Mm-hmm.
Who's here? She would come down from where?
From the drug rehab program, and she would cut the hair from the...
Oh, that... Yeah. You're all jealous of her and shit.
Well, that's me. That's because the person at the time that I was with was very interested. Anyway, so anyway, that's not the point. But the point is that when she said that, I looked at it was funny because I looked at the picture, I was like, wow, what a nice house. It was like a nice house, there's a lot of light coming in, and there was some toys on the floor, but it was nothing like our place gets. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
But then I was like, me telling her that mess is not that bad, like, that's not gonna help her. But
not at all.
No, but I was just like...
Not at all. Good Lord. All right.
It's all perspective. So when I'm saying this is a disaster in this room, Vin's like, it is to me.
Well, no, it was a disaster. No, it was a disaster.
This room?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you for recognizing that.
For sure. But
okay,
anyway.
well, now we're back.
Yeah.
So we
multiple ways you can get a song review.
Yeah, years ago, actually. Well, it's been almost like a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah,
when we first started our channel.
Chanel.
We had this one guy that was like, start Patreon so I can... You remember that guy?
Yeah.
So he was like, start. And we were like, I was like, what is Patreon? And so we started it. And like, people started like jumping on and like being like, oh, I want a partner. And I was like, well, this is crazy. And so now, you know, we were instructed to get tiers. So you guys can get some little benefits from it. And so one of the benefits that we have is even if you're on the $1 tier, you can join in with we call them alliances. They're groups that are like-minded, that like the same types of music. And you guys use the points that you get because the dollar amount that you partner with us translates to points. And so you can use these points in getting a song that you want reacted to. You work with a group. You also get to, you know, make friends in that group. It's like socially and stuff. So if that's what you're interested in, jump on there and you'll get the link to Discord and you can jump right into that right away. If you're like me and you know, sometimes you don't want to be sociable and you don't want to go through all the work of partnering with people because maybe you're not a good team player like me, I'm not sure. No, I can be a good team player. It's just when I want something, I want it when I want it. So if that's you, then the $75 tier is for you because you can jump onto that one. And when your 1 month clears, then your song gets put on the list and it gets shot to the top of the list. So the big homie Rodney is like me, and that's what he chose to do. Although some people don't pick it for that, and that could be his case. Some of the people pick that one just because they want to.
We're going on 5 minutes, babe.
We're not going on 5. Oh, we are going on 5 minutes. Okay. Anyway, so this song is Theocracy, Snowglobe.
Okay.
We should have done it before Christmas.
Did you see this right here?
What's that?
And well, that is saying that.
That might be when he messaged me. It was 16 minutes ago or something like that.
Okay, let's do it.
Because that's the link he gave me. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
And go.
One cold December morning, a while before all the world is stirring, a little boy named Miles is wide awake.
Not what I thought was going to happen.
No.
He eyes the shelf above his toys and reaches up to take hold of something, decides to give the snow globe a shake.
There you go.
Well,
I wish I had gotten this one before Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Doing a perfect Christmas Day song.
yeah. Well, I mean, when I tried to explain to you back in the day my Christmas policy, when you were judging me for not flooding my already materialistic American kids with more material, I should have just had you listen to this song. So, like, that's kind of my Christmas policy. Birthdays, I'm like, fine, you know, it's your day, you were born, whatever. But Christmas, it's like...
You were born, whatever.
yeah. So, yeah, I mean, okay, fine, we'll get you some presents or whatever. But Christmas, I was like, man, that's when Jesus was born. How do you get presents on somebody else's birthday? Mm-hmm. So, you know, I had enacted a no present policy on Christmas because... It wasn't because I felt like, you know, like a Jehovah's Witness thing where it's like, oh, we're not, celebrating Christmas, because we still have a Christmas tree and all the other stuff. But the whole present thing, like, that, we were out.
Yeah.
And we were doing it. And so everybody in our little circle was judging me for it.
I remember people would show up and bring gifts to your kids anyway.
Oh, yeah.
That is so rude, actually, when you think about it. Like, I didn't have a problem with it. I was like, I mean, those kids need some gifts.
Yeah.
You know, but...
Yeah. But I just...
Well, at the time, I only had Selah.
I was so sick of it. What do you mean?
I only had Selah, and she was very young, so it wasn't like she wasn't even, at that age, they don't even really get the gift thing, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, come on, you're trying to get them to open the gift, and they're not really all that interested.
I still don't get it. I'm a little bit older than Selah. I still don't get the gift thing. How do you end
seem
up...
to enjoy your watch.
Well, yeah, that's true. It's true. So...
No, I understand what you're saying about Christmas, and, like, I like getting the gifts and stuff for the kids and for everybody.
Yeah.
But it's not because I don't understand where you're coming from, because I really, really do. Like, when it was like 2 Christmases ago, like, I had gone through all of this with the kids, and I don't remember which ones it was, but at least half of them were like, that's it? Like, and I was like, what do you mean that's it? Like, you weren't even gonna get anything. Like, are you crazy?
Yeah, they're like, where's the other one? Where's Mom?
Yeah. So,
yeah, the big count of who had what and yada yada.
Yeah.
I was just like, you know, I'm not a fan of it. I don't. First of all, I'm not a very big holiday person. Period.
Yeah.
But I also don't like.
I'm a huge holiday person.
I don't like pretending. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't like, oh, we're Christians, let's read the Christmas story and then get to the real thing that we're, you know, and the whole thing is a farce and all that. And I have a very extreme personality, so I was just like, oh, we're just not gonna do it.
Right.
Period. We're just not gonna do it. So our kids went about 4 or 5 Christmases where, you know, I didn't get them a damn thing, you know, and
your wife at the time didn't like that though.
No,
I remember her saying it.
Nobody liked it. Nobody liked it. You know, but.
It's hard. You wanna spoil them a little bit, you know. But I do see what you're saying. Like,
right,
you don't want to.
American children aren't spoiled already.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. It's just a bunch of gifts and. They look so cute under the tree.
Oh, I know. Meanwhile, the people that Jesus actually cares about are starving to death in Yemen. But then everybody's like, why are you gotta be such a downer? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But, you know, apparently I got overruled because we didn't even have that discussion. We didn't even have that discussion.
Who didn't have that discussion?
Me and you. You know?
Well, no. I kind of brought it up a little bit, and I was like, well, I really want to, you know, and I think that I did, like, full-blown go into the discussion because I already knew how you felt about it, and I already knew how I felt about it. And I felt like we were never going to, like, see eye to eye on it, so maybe I just kind of... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that what I did was said, hey, so this is my thoughts on Christmas, like, I'm going to spend this amount of money on them, and no more than that. Yeah,
you went in there and you assumed the sale like
yeah, I think I did, and it worked.
Yeah, so,
oh, man.
You know, if it was up to me, you know, but I felt like this Christmas we were able to come a little bit closer to the intended meaning because, you know, we were able to do some good stuff and we limited pretty drastically the type of gifts the kids were going to get.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we didn't, you know, we use the bulk of our money on other people's kids, which doesn't make you a hero, which means that you've done the bare minimum of what Christmas is supposed to be about. So, from that perspective, you know, I got, you know, we got a lot of joy out of that. It was very, very significant. The kids were much happier this year than last year for other reasons as well, but, you know, so, like, I get the point of this song, especially the whole welcome to our Black Friday, fight for your rightful place in line. You know, like, I remember, I'd never gone out shopping on Black Friday, but I remember going to Walmart. It was almost like around 2012, 2013.
Oh yeah, you forgot it was Black Friday.
I used to do all my shopping at night because, you know, I
when he says his shopping, he's talking about in his previous relationship, he did the grocery shopping.
I did the grocery shopping.
So I always thought that was so bizarre. And so, yeah, go ahead. So
I did all my grocery shopping at night.
At that point, Walmart was 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
So it didn't matter when he went.
Because I'd always run into somebody that knows me. Hey, Vin, and, you know, they want to talk about this and that thing. I'm like, oh. So I went late at night. So I'm pulling into the, you know, whatever, and I see all these cops. I'm like, yo, somebody got shot, You know what I mean? Like, I go over there. I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, I mean, what's going on? There are all these people in the line. Like, wait, all these people in the line to buy chicken? And there's a grocery section and then there was the electronics section. So I was coming through the grocery section. So they let me in. They're not going to do that anymore because Walmart is no longer 24 hours where we are. So now everybody's in one line. But the people that wanted the electronics, they were all lined up. If you were just going in for regular, the guy was like, you're going in for groceries? I'm like, yeah, I'm going in for groceries. He's like, really? I'm like, really? I'm coming in. He's like, well, what are you going to get? I'm like, chicken, rice. Like, what are you talking about, man? Can you get out of my way? So the guy lets me go, blah, blah, blah. And then I hear, like, this stampede or whatever of people, of human beings. And they were all on the other side. So I said, man, what's happening? He's like, it's Black Friday. Now, keep in mind, we had just had Thanksgiving earlier. You know, that's always been the craziest dichotomy to me.
Oh,
well,
yeah, I know.
You have Thanksgiving on Thursday, and not even 24 hours go by.
But it's Thursday night, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Thursday night, basically.
Going into Friday.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, by the time it's 12 o'clock in Maine, it's still 9 o'clock over there in Cali.
Yeah.
So it's literally still happening on Thanksgiving to some degree. And people are just, ah! And like, it was crazy, man. And then I'm walking and I'm like, yo, this is bananas. These people are insane. And I'm pushing my cart and I feel this thing behind me, like somebody's like jamming into my ankle. I
forgot about this part.
And I'm like, yo. And so I'm starting to get tight. You know, it happens once you ignore it. It happens.
Yeah.
It's happened like 5-6 times, yo. So I'm tight. I'm hot. I turn around. I look. It's this little old white lady bumping me, telling me to get the hell out the way. I'm like, yo. And she's like, get out. You know, like, get out the way. You know, like, ah. She had to go get something before somebody else cut her off at the pass. And, it was just like... I couldn't believe it, so I got out of there, and so I'm at the register, and the lady's like, "Oh my God, you're getting chicken and rice." I'm like, just ring me up.
I gotta get out of here.
Let's ring me up.
I still have my life.
Yeah. I was completely flat. I was like, man,
yeah, I mean,
it's over. I'm done with these people.
I remember what year did Tickle Me Elmo come out?
Yeah, that was another one, 96, 97.
Was it?
Yeah.
I just remember...
Toy Story and Tickle Me Elmo, yeah.
I remember when that came out, hearing the stories, and I'm pretty sure like somebody had lost their life over it and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember thinking, oh my gosh.
It's almost every year people die on Black Friday.
My mom was saying, I think that one year when we were kids, that there was a big fight over Cabbage Patch dolls. And I remember thinking about that and being like, okay, first of all, I know myself. And if I'm in there, like, and I have it in my head that I'm getting the, whatever, unicorn pony for Sayla, and there's one left on the friggin' shelf, I know that if I put myself in that situation, I don't want to be in that situation because I want to get that thing for her because I want to get it. And I know how I am, and I just don't, I just think for me, I can't live up to my own expectations for myself if I put myself in that situation, so I'm not gonna
It's right there. It's like, fight for your rightful place in line right after me, myself, and mine.
Yeah.
And I think that mine is a double entendre. Mine is in my possession and mine is in my family.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
My family gets prioritized over yours.
And I thought that it was really interesting when they said, well...
There's a lot of lyrics in the song.
Put giving. Basically...
All that we got and all that we gave. Proud
Yeah.
of all that we got and all that we gave, yeah.
Right there. So proud of all we got and all that we gave. Yeah, so that's me, myself, and mine. It's like, there's a sense in which giving is like a very selfish thing to do because you feel like you got that watch, but I was so happy. I was so happy that you were happy about your watch. Like, so it's, I don't know. You know how they say it's better to give than it is to receive?
Yeah.
Like,
well, they don't say that. Jesus said that. Paul said that. Jesus said that, which is not recorded in the Gospels, by the way. It's very interesting.
But anyway,
so over
you get
12
the
years,
idea.
we found 44 separate Black Friday related incidents, resulting in 11 deaths and 108 injuries.
A relatively small figure, considering
considered.
that stores saw upwards of 1 million Black Friday visits. That's just crazy.
It's mind-boggling to me to think that, like, you just celebrated Thanksgiving. 11 people celebrated Thanksgiving, and then that was the last time their family ever see them because they died under a hail of Tickle Me Elmo stampede. I mean, it's
just wild.
It's crazy. So, we're talking about like paying lip service to the manger while bearing gifts to the altar of avarice.
Yep.
Greed.
Yep.
Just so it's like
I bet that most people that went out for Black Friday and like literally went can look back at their time and be like, well, I don't think I was the most charitable at this point.
Well, I mean, look, man, I spent I spent a Christmas one year in a homeless shelter.
Right.
And the crazy thing is we still got gifts.
Mm-hmm.
The shelter organizers or whatever worked together and found a way to still, they gotta get these kids some gifts. And there was one year we benefited off of Toys for Tots and things of that nature. So I'm like, so now that I'm in a situation where my kids are not in the shelter or whatever, and it's like, and it's not about guilt. Like I don't feel guilty. I just feel like it's just a waste.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff like even last Christmas, like what are they still doing? Mm-hmm. No, a serious question. Like, are they still using what we got them last Christmas? Like that's always the thing that gets me. Is like
because I got them betting. I got them their sports betting.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. But,
all the stuff.
But other than that,
all the stuff that Dorian got was all of his. That's what we got him was a bunch of his betting.
Yeah, I mean, you can still see that we're not very calibrated on this, but Sori wins because
the kid needs to have a comforter on his bed.
Yeah,
so why not use that as the opportunity to
go for it? Go for it. I mean, like I said, I'm not mad at you, but I thoroughly enjoyed the song because of the.
Oh, I did too.
Missing out on the. And then our current just political climate is crazy to me. It's like. Here you have Jesus who no room at the inn.
I know.
Extremely poor, has to become a refugee, cross state lines, yada yada yada, and and then we've got millions of so-called Christians who are against people in that situation now, celebrating that because it was done for them.
You would have shipped Jesus right out of here.
Yeah.
No papers?
Yeah, get out.
Get out of here, you savior.
Yeah. And then, then you'd have been on the side of the... I'm not
you and the Blessed Mother.
I'm not even going to go there. But,
wow.
Oh, yeah. And they hadn't really been married. They were betrothed. So, you got a child out of wedlock. I mean, forget about it. These people,
that's it.
So just so many ironies. And at the end of the day, it just makes me go, this is why he had to come.
Yeah.
Because he knew he was going to show up for people that are going to be like that. That deep in hypocrisy and that deep in good night. If Jesus didn't save hypocrites, none of us would, who could stand?
Right.
It's like a variation of that psalm. Lord, if you counted sins, who could stand? And so like, okay, if Jesus said, I'm only saving non-hypocrites, and heaven there'd be 3 people in heaven, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That's it.
Right.
So on the one hand, it's like, Christmas, to me, Christmas is the biggest wasted potential holiday, I think. I think that's like ultimately the
that's
crux
a really
of the issue to
interesting
me.
way of putting it. But yeah, I would agree with that.
Especially when you combine Thanksgiving with Black Friday into the whole, the capitalists have come and we have willingly sacrificed the lamb on the altar for sure. So, I think that's the ultimate issue with me is that, we're not being merry enough at Christmas,
Yeah, I would agree with that.
To a degree.
I mean, I would agree with it, but to a degree, yes, to a degree. I think that I am not happy with the way that, like when, for instance, like I want to be able to give the kids the gifts and I want to be able to do all of that, but when they were like, that's it, or whatever they said, I was like, oh, what?
What can you do?
I know.
It's a disease. What can you do?
Counting. That one has more. Well, that's because they must have cheaper gifts. And, I'm like, what?
What can you do?
Stop proving your father right.
What do you give the song? Obviously,
it's a 10 for me.
It's a 10 for me.
Yeah.
Because of the, but I mean,
the message.
I was actually pretty surprised because I thought it was going to be like straight up death metal.
I know. I'm just bummed out I didn't know about it before.
I thought Theocracy was a big Christian death metal band. They're a Christian band.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I thought that they were a big Christian death metal band. So what can you say? All right. Well, it's a 10 for me.
10 for me as well.
Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.